High Court award with Ghana by. High Court abo Ghana bank 80 million Ghana cedis. What the court is anymore? 800 billion. What you made the other day 52 million, we 80 million Ghana cedis, 800 billion. Car, Yamfa Ghana, the second control, and good to Yama, and Franco to my food. At the year, you say, Galamse, Kono di Estorian, 2018. As for any task force, I know my penny cook what say. Echo J, I do my cook for no, excavators, so who to so more Galamse. Omoje excavators, no, Omakoton to win. A 500 excavators, a general fee Ghana, the senior, you win the Chira quite. According to the then minister, Frimpong what say, or in penny for an air show, MPP, a cuckoo dance, say, a poor with no, and a tonton tea, or wire police case crowd. Judge, and say, would the assembly and review, who say, Uncle for Nanya Galampina no more yet. Not mine and no more, no, or Mukitom Kata, a team woman. It's your buying offer or more excavators and Mamo. Excavators no way I am 20. And you know, court about banker 800 billion OCD say, Yunkutia. Eba ye, what we see, from what say, that's this you, and your man Penya Kuadua, or creative problem, or Mubotom Sikan, you go to Canada. And yet the poor and already burdened Kenyan taxpayer, the suffering masses. Yeah, I was the idea coin. Yede ya supiti, yede si suku, yede to textbooks my mofrano, and only if the aqua to our judgment. And you are saying that it is okay for us to engage in this lawlessness. ADAKABRI mebao. Said the Mekanyemfa and Mrana doc, Ebobo Sonon the applicable law are irrelevant to this case, which is the Minerals and Mining Act of the year 2007. Yeah, to say you have factored amendment 2015 Act 900 2019 and on Mampenya Kufuado so ya sanso asatra mbredi ma ye another amendment na de tia ye sansatra ye no wo sa ye gudie tuo mra ni mu ni se enkane no Minerals and Mining Act of 2007 no na asotwe a ede ma wo mo a omo ye galamsey na no nye na ye chi obi a o ye galamsey kura na ye gi ni mfidi a ye de kokota mrane shedan kire de wo se ye afidie ne ye enti 2015 ma abreso ne structure ambrani mu na asotwe no ise mu kina se ne be ya ebebo nipa hu na mo magijai galamsey a ye se ye nsuo ne yakwaye ne environment and na 2019 o man penya kufu ado so betena so ono so the lawyer penyimu attorney general ede asotwe ni bi kwa ke kan ho de komra se bedwema no so ababe yembra a o man penya kufu ado na de ne nsa ba mra na se he assented to that law na de wo mra ni mu ne se ye chi obi a yesusu se o ye galamsey a enam se e bia nipa kro no obetumi awo ne nkata na bia ye yesusu ye no kwa no betumi aye proving to be wrong ye mfa ne court na court ni na ase na se okitansidie a odidi ni juma se excavators a ye court ye de ne court wa ya parking police station ewo baby aye di na asem no ntia police go na ehwe so ye di asem ni wie ni se oni nkrata ye na wo ye ne ye galamsey emretia emane se court enjia fidie no ema Ghana na afidie no emeye Ghana japati eni afidie no okohan yo e ono ane dio court se emrane se court nje Ghana order of forfeiture court je afidie ni Ghana wi a na ban lawyer panyi attorney general and minister for justice no watre aban aso ya yemfa sa afidie no koma no mfa anya adwuma enti se yenkan a yesi o enche nsuo betoto e wase yetete gata mu enya sa nsuo be yiri enkan pata mu bebiri enti afidie we ye de kwa koma AMA omfa nkotete gotem ni yemfa nye adwuma emwa oman Ghana emra President Mahama ya omampenya kufu ado so di bia beto so a ono ade ne sasa ase 2019 ya no ye kire no no it is ye ni say ye ntini fa sa mra we nya adwuma na ye tie excavator ye be hyehyɛ ne dia ene ye fa sa mra we as recent as 2019 eh ye den a omampenya kufu ado na and no justify the burning of excavators or no one understands. On a total dia, Dr. Mwakuba one or more support to pending of excavators. If you am told what that, I know who feel say, or more I show who feed any nano. Yet your feed you will river premu and then you and acquire mutin your show. And you know, pray. Yes, I understand. Only small scale miners associations in Ninkomo. Yewo, Omukito Munkata Nina, Omuya, a good year to Amrama Hukmai. Legal small scale miners and large scale miners. Omuya Ghana this year. If you are watching Bosnia Koto Mufidia, Omuya Mugana, mining. Come, they are far away from water bodies. They are not mining in forest reserves. But almost started buga adi. Almost CB fidye. Ebi yare that them because of this. Ebi mo di abaya court because of this. It is a Dr. Mwakoto phone we and no
Dr. Amwakumba. Dr. Amwakumba.
And all year a good year to Afghana this year Mrakwanso. And he are watching in Fidia. Or then the life savings in Napakoto and now the bank Bosnia Koto. And he actually precopa. And the Kado Quebec Sasa. Ghana is not a jungle.
Yentimi.
We believe in the rule of law. Even in state of emergency, constitution is emra. I was said, or my penny could first will be declared. Now, when declare one state of emergency, I have suspended certain rights in the product. I also used to know the board. So, we cannot be living in a constitutional democracy. You believe in the rule of law. Yaya Mining Act since 2016. You amended in 2015. You amended in 2019. You check kwaya. You check excavators. You susu obidi ya galamsey. You fan fashion the kekam. You say yenye. If you see any action. Yes, you see no. Yes, innocent people with it. Then we tell them, oh, go to court. Then when they go to court, now Ghana, you slap with judgment them. Now I saw your father mutis abon any of my penia or some of Muso Bunkudino. Or more to your baby, or more enjoy. Near the Ghana Fotika Kutia. I mean, how can you defend it? Now, this is the next important point I'm interested in making is that Dr. Mwakoba ni no more. Or more so sosa in CDC and so on. Agree or more say, oh, yes, say amount for excavators and a bema galamsey a guy. Now you use your niance, now you born environment for buy. Omo young from Swapa because I'm saying galamsey human and and this includes President Akufo-Addo. ADAKABRI, I want to say it here and now. Would you win? That yeah, galamsey for my guy galamsey. And yet excavator here and yet this stop galamsey. Obi kasa wo hye excavators now bet me stop galamsey. Let all that down. Then if I'm on think galamsey human say. You started to say excavators in the fight against galamsey. This is not the first time. John Mama Brasso Yashi excavators it could be saying a galamsey for galamsey. It couldn't. And ADAKABRI, one reviews that story because the Juma why actually. Or my penny Akufo-Addo pencil by a month 2017 or started this fight. Or she say excavators and nobody you can ni penina. I saw your folk nipa for Albania to what. As also she and my galamsey Diana. No. And the burning of excavators is not as deterrent to illegal miners as some people think. The reason is that galamsey there's a lot of quick money there. Of course, illegal money. Maybe if you move my stress, the witness are see a sweat there. Now we are galamsey. But so be here, ADAKABRI so be to me $1 million on TV. Over obi to me $1 million in 6 months. And the concession is to name whether it's show more my galamsey there 4 years. Since I buy better a being painful, I buy with money 30 or 6 months. And I for more my galamsey, show more my other bay in few juniors. Because the car woman from galamsey. Excavator again. It's nothing to them. What's chino? Not the other way. I say my show galam say my show excavator. What's on the way? Also, a mujua. When you see car broso tamwa or they be kwakoto sa excavators and they do asanso abribing way into that water body of forest reserve. It's no ocean fibia or take excavator and every car when you figure I'm saying anymore. When you have a so baby, so even galamsey no be attractive venture for you. The only thing on one way galamsey slow out and no na you can say you 2 1 more ebema galamsey the guy. And they say, what is that? Obi ya galamsey. So ya buy mu penimo, so ya China new, so ya MPP penimo, so ya NDC new. Now what they not put in a court. Now excavator now what they galamsey now. And only the evidence of the crime, no. What the court will be. Because of see evidence now, you have destroyed the evidence. If you preserve evidence, no the court prosecutor. They say, Mrana ya no 2019 the LSA. They if I call it before. Court, bet me the nako to fiance. And fear do moon, able see in fear do moon. A term of imprisonment of 50, of not less than 15 years, and no more than 25 years. And no. O man penya ku for do si on pay way, on the other excavator. And he thinks that he's fighting galamsey. What's the excavator? Well, ADAKABRI illegal mining concession here. And Rantiana, Omo ye Juma or Omo the excavator here. And no Omo na concession here over there. The concession here, they are not movie. And Pempino, or no ye penny music and near, or to Chroma, what to Tony Fiji, the Yaman and Cra, or Moya Juma, near basis, the Amano. Now what should be out? And your mom will bet you more honor. And then the other honor. You are not dealing with the problem. You have to rather use Omo Betcha more honor to trace the real campaign. Put even trace even the ownership of the excavators and not check the real galamsey campaign or nothing kaya or then the sick excavators or this things you require because of the difference. You are able to trace them. You are
it's not just a one who prefer prosecution. Who prefer prosecution under Minerals and Mining Act, no.
That is the best. Now compare no. What is the background? On any liberties in freedom, on fanem go 12 years. On cause on if ye, na galamsey zikana wejeno or enjoy. They also find as a washing excavator. An excavator and every call the idea you mentioned you see the sika what the angel free no, and yes, it was said a wire again. The cana when you know, or the one to excavators in the
na political will no what's he meet me as a prosecution no.
And no issue no. You see, and only issue that was the address and who is Dr. Mwako Bansa and Dr. Mwako Bakwaka wants about oh, Ghana is a Ubian crack, I saw you have one kind of crack, a police one kind of crack, and then they get a home, you say excavator no, yes, here they call Sanaya, Sana, I buy in for you for Zuko, woman, when you could want to answer what canon, fair and caneno, or what you say excavator Nibino, or Manson, no, maybe we will react to me, and you know, they say, yeah.
Now, Obua.
ADAKABRI the same way. I wasn't commenting here for 2 1 years because of this. Ghana for to say, is it our fault, ADAKABRI?
That's what be a kind of
trusted people in your government. Let's take it one by one.
Court registrar rabbit me a fafa next year.
Another court registrar no wooding. The guy has excavator near the police station. Say a corner officer be with duty. It is a station master. Never knew station master. So on your side.
Said you bet me a can say a political actor when a cancer in Francosi.
And a political actor only be.
And
500 or more 500 excavators. Or more we are got on Tony. Or more 500 excavators. Or more we are got on Tony. Omuni di ye ni momo. Oma benga ku kwado ni momo. Ni minister FRIMPONG watching wa mo bodin antre omo mu wi excavators no. Police for issue statement. And moye nyina ya mane say ye nu musuo ntwe ope. Omo de sankofo ni nyina be ba kotina asem dibia na mara bi omadi. E de na
on pedwa atro bebrebe.
And you say obi akwa kokum nipa wakomete murder ye say no we dwane if you free na ekọ no ye say obi a yesusu say wakum nipa a yenku ni wa what kind of logic is that?
Logically you also suggesting say president the instant justice never na.
What he's doing is preaching mob justice. They say obi ni free say watu obi botomu a munku ni wa. Because now no yet you be anu watu obi botomu ye dey go police station o dwane. If you free na ekọ which obi nam to say watu obi botomu a munku ni wa. That is what he's saying. You as a president now you have to abama wa we try say what they Ghana na dey bubu of mine. Wo ya ma to me say power nipa woni omo be ye adwuma. O power sa for na emra ne say power mu a wo gidie wo mu a yes say omo proving integrity. It is a woman so afọ woni omo ye adwuma sebio wa wo say omo ya konfo. Enti won timi fa seize excavators and show omo sa na ne wo man peni na ngaza no ye. I was do adwuma to because it means you don't have even people you can trust to handle these excavators in line with the law. Now, ministers, are you telling us that in the whole MPP party, in this whole MPP government, your state institutions are your police, attorney general department, there are no men of integrity. There are no men that the president can trust. The way we do you see excavators near the show monster and rana. Hey, then Ghana is in trouble. Then we are in trouble.
Yes, I mean,
and that can never be a justification for violating the law. I mean, in judgment. That can never be a justification. So the solution is the president should find men of integrity and appoint them to lead the Galante fight and to lead that fight in consonance with the law. Nipa integrity ni reputation kwa meka no twi say. Say omo ADAKABRI boame. Omo sa you can say pimpano. Omo sa suban pano. They have that character. So
you will not, but you will not impugn on anybody's integrity.
No, but right now, they themselves are impugning their integrity. The president, the minister for information, they are all telling us, say, the excavator near the question and say, over to me, I so. They said the Embrane can.
That's a mere function.
The minister for lands and natural resources are Omanpenya Kufuado found. I will lead this fight. It's Omanpenya Kufuado Nini. Is he also a thief? Also, you excavate Oberia.
And a $200 no.
A police in Penyufua, Omanpenya Kufuado power model. Omina Aya from 4. IGP in Penny for Aya from 4. Then the situation is very hopeless under him. Because the antidote to the problem of Yati excavator, and as a Penimubia friend, you really is the lack, that challenge, the cause of it, the lack of men of integrity, men of principle, men who are above corruption in this government. And the way that is one cause. And the second cause, there will be a excavator. Now I have a high on monetary so on Chinani on Yinadi. On Faden Famra Council, Yan Fadin go to a fiancé. No, I found him when the excavator no toyano or the Ayani who ya say tam. Now man penino so or your problem was also the point of us to Yen human. Because as I said, you penny slave fear mass to one for. And opinion of slave fear mamma of Raven and can you put on carry for coming?
Okay.
It's ADAKABRI pass 500 excavators. Excavator. You can't move an excavator. I just said what they are told. I can't say. Events say low bed so. Excavator ni kabaya. E 2 years to sound man.
Yeah, na oma disable no. Entina watutu ebia yeah,
two motherboard the free.
motherboard the free so near the
But 500 excavators ni na the bank kind.
Mhm.
The bank kind and young room na you.
Mhm.
Yet it's the bank kind. Yet the cross district capital the bar region the bank kind. If you are then a baby a guno. Ah, ya wa man for o mo hweso. If you dey ni na yet nya tuntu eti ayira. Na nam so ma Ghana. Ya court aboye ka. And no one case go 10 million Ghana cedis. It is Ghana 800 billion. Na ya de Ghana this year sika na ekotua. Omo di saboni yenchi obi antu yen charge obi for monthly causing financial loss to the state. Omampenya kufuado kwan kasa asem we hu asem da. He has never commented on the missing excavator scandal. Now who saying na we omampenyi na ubu omanya. Ebe na wa ba mu obi anyi excavator. Because when people steal excavators, there are no consequences. There is no punishment. So even the men of integrity will be compromised. Rather than I free for all. According to FRIMPONG, what's in there?
Na o ka se ekwagusu akowia bibi osu wa.
Media me go to FRIMPONG what's that's Minister for Environment and Science.
Na uko tu ni uko tu ni FRIMPONG man to friend say on fa dance na mra court obeba.
No koye police case. Only dance akokoye police case.
But say o rely on FRIMPONG watching. Now they can be beat akwawusi. Na akwawusi no de onu osu na akoko gina adaka mu a. No aka che judge ne say e FRIMPONG watching na kan.
Akwawusi mi na mi di ka accuse no say we excavator. That time na emeye asem wo Ghana. Ena gigi o de me call court. Ena me ka che ne say na nkwase ni bi aniwa. Ye di moja hurahura no. Enti enhia wo court. ADAKABRI we dwane besi na o ma court bi. Mo ne lawyer na lawyer obi kwa. Obi si court bi. E kwa afi.
Ache wa huna wo mo.
Me mo jare na say woni say wadi boni a. Wo be da ba. Because we ya ka say kwa no video da bonten. Ah wo ni minister FRIMPONG watin wo di nkomo say Mr. Wana excavators no me fa ma party mpanyifo because party yesika na omo fa ko ye adwuma mpesika emwa party afi di adentina excavators ni niwa woni me kontokwa. We have all seen that video evidence. It's a we be just because it's about Daniel Bawo Gromwa, Yansene Kakrabi. And president in Canada said that president in condemn even the missing excavators that on my info will be on court. Ghana for your boka 800 billion. Ya the menu me no sika ne kotua. Sika 800 million. Masa empire betinya to agu your hospital. Can schools e betinya to ama yema. Suku wadan e besti. Ofa say don krom kwan ebe ya ma biaka wono kwan ya na ADAKABRI ka ho 17 movie ebe ya ma biaka ama e dia ya akwan awodo e ka ho potholes ebe paate yemfa ni nyina nkotua ka ma company ba ko adan ya aban mu mpanyifo age company na excavator akoto wani how ADAKABRI
Sami
getting away with murder let me just say this am comment ma sled Dr. Mwakoba. So the solution to galamsey no nyɛ fidie. Wo share fidie no ko na galamsey for no mani age because you've destroyed the evidence. And 15 to 25 years now obetinya ko da fiase no. Campaign no won't need trace no ko che no. Wa fa ne wadi otifie. Machine no so the office aye the car. And then I want to adwuma na say because I just say obi afa na wo start galamsey a wa hye na fidie no obeboka. Na the why galamsey 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Excavator sika, a chicken change man. So let us understand the problem and implement solutions. A bit in the outcome. The area is a galamsey big time. The galamsey big idea. I saw train ben the galamsey for. Say we are bro, so we are by moving you for. A bear do siama for now, my mouth with that. That's what train. And yes, it be our best because she the fiddy na 1 year. That's what train say. You didn't go to a 15 to 25 years. Or the more of this answer. And no, and a year as so clear, you get to meet the area. Now, what you be at? And I'm saying, paying you for the sex into almost a month a while against video crowd as a quack of 50 more. Well, we are now a quack of whom you because we are going to pay you for you are being one or one at the top. if you did not be yes, they are destroy evidence. They are preventing transparent investigations into arrest now. They are preventing transparent justice.
Okay.
Yes, I say who or more want to turn to the or more get the real campaign. The Angelante near Trio Master. Yet you go to jail. It is then FDN. How do we find them? How do we find them? On my say show, on my poison show, every man who knows show cancer. Then we are just letting them go. They are there on one that I show my video. Ever how to fight Galante?
Right.
Yes, that way. Has it been successful? It's like a very man what Dr. Mwakoba. Minimum, you could go for a kind of crap. I'm a friend with your dog and a bracker. On that one, we are sending who be. Now, if we say, tell us your objective, or did they make a inquiry remove be more? Or near you never could be say, a coin are buying an answer. A young new quack. But a yadia, a disusance of Pana Yereno. And it's your money, and it's your money, and only a ya, a judgment, seminar, a bit few organ or Bokabia. You van tensia to Ligana this year or no yet illegal mining. Now, face or more illegal mining. Yet immediately so came a palma or more. Then penny for or Mudia Kunanim and on Mampenia who want to say, we are from you, Mundia, debut, or when I can't ya. Any young penny for Papa. ADAKABRI money way. Or Mama for Mungo Janimu. ADAKABRI Koyama on your plan. Say she VIP, and says a bass the Ira. Yes, before any driver for almost says or mobile ADAKABRI for Tibo to baby. Remember ADAKABRI no Mungo Kunanim. Because there are men of integrity in Ghana who are ready to sacrifice and to fight this illegal mining menace in accordance with law. Yet chief FDA Enyra and I young Kotum.
Yes, so yeah, there was a Sabijan Fear Square, Yamen na say you years with the more a palm one boy and this for more yen also yatin na. Right. Hi, Zaga. Nah.
ADAKABRI.
Amakumba say it is within the law. Say about she excavators no.
Yeah.
Sami Jamfi say it is outside of the law. Say about she excavators no. What are your thoughts? Minu so ewa ha say or no so in a minute or no so yeah share or no so nadwene anything.
ADAKABRI mama chat your phone now.
I mean they can so acknowledge you new answer. Ora George Nash, a member of the National Communications Team of the NDC, and Saka Salia, a member of the Communications Team of the MPP. George Nash, who did he come by me more tenacity?
ADAKABRI, nyame
right.
You.
Saka, also see more tenacity. Outside of the law, within the law, which way out?
Yeah. Number one, omo amoka say ade no unlawful no. Omo nim de omoka. Munum de omoka kra. Un say MPP eba emremu die. Ye boy your homodin papa. And action bien ho a ye be take without looking at it with the law. Uhwe excavator share ye share. Obia on kind read too much obesheno with the face value. But you see, Ushe deep la.
Saka, just mamenye one interview
Okay, no problem.
Comprehensive opportunity to talk about the Galamsey menace, talk about Ghana Medical Association and the laboratory scientists, and then we also talk about education, where EBCSF Free Senior School. Retired General of the Ghana Armed Forces, Brigadier General Nunu Mensah, Intion Sokakra. General Yamwaha. General, we want to say.
Yeah, no, can I make them educational? You never can be there problems everywhere.
Just be a problem. Ah, sana gumanyin beka o say aye pinso.
I pinching. I did all. No, maybe also be a problem. Me worry about this country. But why?
Could it be
I'm in the office.
Ebia na ye doomsday scenario na mo portray o. Anti yeni ade bia betimi encourage yen, betimi motivate yen rather than the doomsday scenario of bebia problem.
No, I can remember. Is a me wa la bad ho be. O su la bad. I met you office me no kasi. Me about traffic. What is going on? You say can I choke? I'm gonna get choke. Let's be going about Nancy. Me the 4 hours me to win about and 2 hours to Mori. 6 hours. Because I'm not going to London. My prison can now descending into Heathrow Airport. I'm going to win about.
In fact, asema esie na anu fiada ko wie say the Rose Minister has set up an engineering committee headed by the Deputy Director General Ghana Highways Authority, Engineer Collins Donko. Na ose omonhwe na yehunu kwan ye befa so a akwan ahodo a ase ye be prioritize no na ye the speed calming devices aba. Ekowie say na anu fiada between in Sutem ye rest up here hall in the door ede ekopie enkoko congestion on the highway to the extent say ebi nkobi ma and vehicles spent 4 hours and over to cross that na major places no in Sutem Osino enyinam JJT na alternative route bia any baby general yayi ehuden ni
akabe ko ma so de ma kan tam so me ko ba road da na me de wu
adai
na sabre de e ye bekake even in Accra you can spend hours trying to move from one place to another in within Accra. The problem is we know what is wrong, but we are not capable of solving the problem financially, physically. You're ready to solve the problem. Me engineer na me fee e work cantonments so critical area. You do like every day. Me engineer, me electrical engineer, me so engineer, me left right. But more common sense say, let's say our high-rise buildings using a lot of power. Air conditioning is so high. So demand has increased. So the transformers are blowing up. They can't carry the weight of the current which is being demanded. We can't even supply the current, let alone take it to the consumer. But the fact of the matter is that this country is broke. I'm talking like a super politician. You need financial strength to sort the country out. Look, who feel a body? T junction. Veterinary for what does not call friends say, Danko Circle at Aquaji, and Kuma Circle. You got a Kasaka to the left and right. In one bomb. These were left there by those days. In the cars, we could buy Usha cars in Miansa, Winneba, Wiji and Winneba. Now, we share 10,000 cars. This road could be reconciled to another road easily. No comment to my engineer. More bomb, one can't go for being so boom. Near top cars are back than cars are buying that you can a bit choku. You bet choku, I'm telling you. Right, market on the wall. Either you know in whom engineering sense and then you need financial muscle to tackle these problems. That's make education one some. It's a free education. One pay free education. But we don't have what it takes to fund education all by ourselves. But we can't do it. And it's possible. What's American? And but would the infrastructure, Mrs. could then be in something, meaning what I'm talking about. O'Reilly, Windebus, do the one point. I think we should 3 o'clock to go and build. I know what it takes. It didn't be so I couldn't about by 6-7 years ago. The corner here, then you're pro. No maintenance, nothing. Like a boo boo, those I say, so what is going on? Those are free education. You can't even maintain infrastructure. How?
Say
You
bus.
could in my lifetime, could be good as I mean, I made the four.
Say a distance of 165 miles from Accra to Kumasi, or in other words, 270 kilometers. Accra to Kumasi. Na bus, it me free Kumasi, 10:30 in the morning, and then it gets to it leaves 10 a.m. in the morning and gets to Accra 11:30 p.m. Just over 13 and a half hours. And a bus need to be here because of traffic. What are we to make of this?
No, we have a crisis. I am telling you, we are a nation in crisis. Look at that. Some that we are making unnecessary idea noise about nothing. What you do about nothing. What you do about something. We take it that much time to travel in the morning, we do a job. There's something wrong with the system. But then men who say, we know what's wrong, but we don't have what it takes to fix it. You know, that kind of question. Look what we wouldn't about what I think I can take it 45 minutes at most. And then 6 hours, I don't push the traffic.
Winnie Bahaye.
With a try one day.
Hey. Na Oshe diesel, Dudua petrol, Dudua. Obeshino. Oh.
No doubt the economy has collapsed. No, because the economy, you need economy. Look, because as if I'm an angry man. I'm saddened by what I see every day. Say, former chief of defense staff, they do my life every day. They say, and Tiasia. Now, maybe fancy my Tiasia. Now, what's wrong with our engineering feat in this country?
Say, we are former chief of defense staff in Tinsasi Dumokania.
I mean, you don't know.
It's
I see the thing that I know why it's being put off.
Hey.
When Tiasia, now when Tiasia, I admit Tiasia. And those, the whole western of Accra, when it has much problem, those of us in the eastern part is developing with all these high-rise buildings. Big, all using air conditioners. Therefore, you bring your air conditioner, and I know triple transformers into a way of demand. And the solution is to invest more into that sector. Well, that's energy, whatever energy you can, to invest more. But now investment coming in, and the buildings are coming up. As the cars here come and see. The cars are back cars, Oko Germany, and Oko Japan also, when you work the war. Cars are a Tokyo, a friend like us. I can't also Tokyo. I'm more like us than in Tokyo.
But say, we shall road network. Na single carriageway, Udi free and Kumasi. Single carriageway, Udi free and cry Echo, Takra de Va, Winneba Junction, Ankamu Junction, Mankasim, and then, yes, they call Cape Coast, they call Takra. Now, single carriageway, yana de free, Tamamoto way, de Echo Aflawa. Then you are asking yourself, say, every week be also 800,000 vehicles and a ye free Tamahabo. A man bebe kahun. It how many years and sana yababinya total gridlock. Ama yintimenko baby.
By Christmas time, man quite chilly. What if I can bring in some 7 or 8 months time? No, you can see it on the horizon that we are going to a lockdown. Because you shouldn't talk about. See, we are in for you can see right on the wall and do something about it if you are managing a country. You shouldn't talk about. But me as an intelligence officer, when you say you bring a farming problem, you bring a young problem. And talk about I don't know talk about you should talk. South idea, you shouldn't have failed. We depend so much on grains, maize, shouldn't go for ADBD or Kuyedi. Go to whatever I put 3 cities or a car, which is more than price of my house in cantonments. One boy there back. We are cruising happily into the future. Into what future? Future, no, you know who will. I've been a young man before, but I've never seen this in my life. There will be a collapse. There's crisis everywhere with there's crisis. Education, them see, man could shoot for rally. Look how I have maintained the building with the support of the military. As if there's no government. And they say, education, free a man call for. What is a free education? Can you do it? Is it feasible?
Right. General, yamfansia na emse jisa me shada from studio. Na yebe didi
Remember,
yanko.
I look remember. The next time, I'm ready
Mate.
for you.
Mate. Yo. Yedo asepa. Lieutenant General Nunu Mensa. Dabi Brigadier General Nunu Mensa. Nash. Na ye saka na nekata. Minti we.
Yeah, medase ADAKABRI. Na ye ka galamsey asem no. NDC for ne omo amkaka ho se excavators na ye hye no illegal. Enyem remu na ye sanuema no. I have said severally before action be able to take no, you take into the consideration whether the action lawfully no ebebo Ghana na embo Ghana, whether the action no nimre no ebo ana nimre no eko. We take into consideration all these factors. Uche galamsey nyina be accepted. Even the NDC crowd almost supported galamsey no crowd no. At some point in time, crowd I accepted the fact say in the past no ye ku akwa tie galamsey, but we have not been able to achieve the desired results. Can you achieve the desired results? I don't even think say we ever form Operation Halt because you are forming Operation Vanguard. You are forming Nima Bebre Ayedeko Etia. It is based on the current circumstances, the exigencies of the time, no any mra and actions are able to take. You decided say we got unim. I mean, ADAKABRI we have lawyer. Until never be unim da. But for the sake of listeners, we have what we call the doctrine of necessity. That doctrine of necessity, no, it is defined like okay that's which otherwise not lawful is made lawful by necessity. And is the term doctrine of necessity is a term used to describe the basis on which an administrative action by an administrative authority which are designed to restore order are found to be constitutional. That is, doctrine of necessity is an exception to nemo judos in casusua. So what you say? It is say, "Who a problem be times now ye wonu kyerɛ sɛ untimi take action bi a nkrɔfoɔ bi bɛhu action na ɛkasa bi a action wei ɛnyɛ lawful, but because of times now wɔ no nti it ya matter doctrine of necessity ɛbɛyɛ mmerɛ ɛwɔ all the Commonwealth jurisdictions. Uko Nigeria ɔmo yɛ bi at the time a yɛado a ɛyare ɛda they use a doctrine of necessity to swear in omu vice president. Okay, even Nigeria at a point no, they were doing what they call fire for fire. Because at that time no armed robbery rife in the Nigerian society. They were shooting to kill. One would say shooting to kill was unlawful. But because it was necessary at that time no, for them to eliminate what we call it armed robbery. So they use the doctrine of necessity. They employ the doctrine of necessity in order to combat it. Your friends say Pakistan, they use it. Nepal. There are so many Commonwealth nations you see that doctrine. It's yes so when it comes to galamsey because it destroys, it devastates the environment. You see chemicals. Baby cry, microphobic cry, or ha, ya war mukra, not omunini. They are maimed even from birth. It's a disciple, no? The galamseyers now have declared war on Ghana. They say, obey declare war. Now, you deploy your soldiers into the war front. Say, omunkokun ejiye. Because even diseases, as a result of chemicals, are using this way. If say antiquitam, even water. Let me do this quote for you. Kofi Annan of blessed memory, Eka said in 2014, in Subuga. He says, and I quote, ADAKABRI, or see if there is ever going to be a third world war, then it will almost at our doorstep. And it is definitely going to be about water. To curb this, we need to take action now.
Water, between the third world war.
Yeah, or see, say third world war, we are saying, because of insu mining activities. It was saying it is at our doorstep. If you want to curb it, the time to take action is now.
Do we have disagreement as to say young cable what you're talking about? And now we have disagreement with mode by which implement equipment yes disposing of.
And no make say the existences of the time nature say one destroy weapon of mass destruction and conformity because I already told you say a war and conform they are using or more excavator no in war front no when you arrest and when you conquer you destroy instruments and weapons are enemy new use no. And that is the reason why we have employed this, because say and destroy these excavators, not only excavators, you see different equipment. It is say and destroy. Now you see, it will not restore the order. The doctrine of necessity. It is for us to restore the order as quickly as possible. We have to use unconventional means. That means is what is going to restore it. To say, there is much more deterrent. There is much more publicity. The Johnny Free Galam says because women say their investment would go nuts if they do not obey given by the government. Because we are the war front. And all those people who have been termed as enemies. And therefore say obey now or destroy your environment. No, say assassin. No. And the time and the action now you're taking, and you say you believe that we are not that is the reason why at all time our eyes are on the ball, and the ball is that your environment we want to restore. Your land now we want to restore. In now we want to restore. Your cocoa now we want to restore. Diseases now we want to prevent and all that. That is the most important consideration. And let me tell you, they have also defined this the last lap of this doctrine of necessity as Omu describe the doctrine as the lesser of the two evils. Which are the two evils? The one evil is the fact that Bene excavators. Another evil is the fact that are engaging in galamsey. They are destroying us. They are destroying the environment. If we feel say destroying excavators is the lesser of the two evils now, why not go and do that so that we can prevent the environment from destruction? We have come to that conclusion, say it is an evil to actually do so. But it is the lesser of the two.
Uncle Nash, you agree with Bunia Saka of the MPP?
Adakabre, Mamenda was in Yakwenya Kesiadia Mami, na Minchia Madina, lawyer Susu Jumapa, Obono Madina ho. Francis, you, Obuabu and Babunano. Na wadi Juma Shawonsa, wa pese usi Juma. Fukura na pese odwa, webi o pese obuao no. Wa buao because o se Juma no o mind egu. Nti se wanyere no ho amfa bibia nso mebunu no nsa. Senia Madina ti. Madina e kuru bia niam ekoso wo ho no. Se yam wabu ambebunu na no ebedu bebi no na mbebunu no jensem a. Yentumi ntina kuru no. Akra? Aban biare ni hwa wabedi oman yiso na galamsey anase illegal mining no enye ne dadwen eya aban bi a waba no ɛyɛ ne dadwen sɛ obe make sure sɛ Ghana yensu obe protect yensu yen natural resource yɛka sɛ natural resources a nsu ka ho obe bɔ yensu ho ban wabɔ yen koko ho ban na egudi na ɛhyɛ fam no so wayɛ den wabɔ ho ban because ɛno na daakye ma no ɛbɛboa yɛn ama ɔman no etumpɔn adakabrɛ aban bi ako galamsey but you see the approach of fighting galamsey no is different from what the previous administrations did. You see, this same platform so that me say we say galamsey no kura no. The word galamsey enchire illegal mining. Galamsey, they say it came from a word called you say gather and sell. You gather and then you sell. What's that? You gather and sell. Into through that, no, is our word and galamsey, no. So there are people in the mining sector, industry, ADAKABRI, they are into mining, but they are not almost for galamsey, but they have document backing the galamsey they are doing. It is not all the people now in Krofuna from galamsey, yes, no. And you know illegal miners. Bibrina kurakrata,
but Omoyan Suana,
and you know was saying,
do we know almost
and you was saying, ADAKABRI. You see, when you have a government and a political party or leader, before Babe Babemu, and in opposition, no, Ojina simply sujina platform so catch the Ghana Vuse. Go so Babe Google say, no, the Oba, Obabe Shemukina, Ombe Guno. What you say, Ombe Guno na, Wanga way Wangajuman, or because why Wangajumana and this phone workers will be Google say, or no Bob Google saying to Oba, and Yadu Guno, Obabe Shemukinama. Galamsey yes no anase miners no etumi afa obaba be regularize won na etumi benefit o man no a benefit individual na wo involve no akura den ni hu yi nia o man panyin kan na do ka kire yen no se obaba ye ama illegal miners anase galamsey yes no so ko galamsey yes no enu ni hu ya na akura ni hu ye de ebon asefem esinia aban dada no kura betena ho kono because in a fight against galamsey and illegal mining, then you get party faithfuls. President issue instructions. Say yenjai illegal mining. Na ubian fane kratambra. Ni enhwehwede kratemu wonga say upgrading whatever they have to do to them no, so that they go back to the field and go and mine. Now unfortunately, emra president issue instructions ubian jai say jumane ye no. Ena wonga kasa fechi no tu won krofu gumu. Because inka president akasa se yenjai galamsey yenjai sa illegal mining ne ye no. Inka expect say bi anka bosum ba ko bosum mienu echi no. Yen nsu na asenti do my instructions yenjai ye no. Inka nsu no betre emu betewa ma yen hu se ebia nsu no motew. But not true we no. Oma amanfu jaye. Wonga wo kura krata people who have document legal document kura to back what they are doing no. You stop it wo nyina. And then party faithful party members which Frimpong Boating Frimpong Boating on a former lands in a video environment yes in a video conversation course on course which they say they need money to help the party or to support the party enti na wonga ma party for to won agum no se won ko tu na won say nsu no the more awo mra president a pledge say opese o ma yensu tew akura hwene ekoso yenkote a president ababe ka kire say yembe o say consensus to fight galamsey. What kind of consensus do we need to fight galamsey? ADAKABRI, you have a party faithful like Abronye who sits on media house, I mean, or radio, so TV, so mention names of people who are into galamsey, people who are doing illegal mining. And the president is telling us to consensus for what? We should build consensus for what? Look, I am saying it here today. So, Oman Penin Nanado Danko Akufado catch the yen, Ghana Fuse. Wonga was say yen sudo unimua. The Sreka, Sebe. Then the one cannot correct Angela Ghana for. If the president of Ghana today want to fight galamsey, his own people can assist him. We bet me a buana mana fight galamsey. Once upon a time, we had the minister for
local government, naming DCs open. He said, look, I know them. Those who are doing the illegal mining, when I was saying, I know them. So what is stopping us from inviting this woman to assist the Ghanaians? What I said, to assist us to identify those who are still in government, was saying, the likes of Abronye sat on TV. I watched him just last week, Saturday. Also, Sunday episode for Fraba. Our Bonkrofu mentioning, naming people in authority today. Abronye is mentioning them, naming them. So what is the president doing about that? ADAKABRI, it is very, very unfortunate. Look, I am highly disappointed in Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the entire government. I'm disappointed. For the president of Ghana to come and tell Ghanaians that he doesn't trust them, it's unfortunate. How can the president of Ghana, a whole president, look at the executive powers that you have? So for you to come back and tell us that when you nipa no use machine bi oya bi a empamra kwan so na ye de mra ejade na finisem hwe processes e be fem ye seize galamsey equipment ya it goes to a place ye de kwakogu baby na ye de ahwe obi nsa e be fi wo so a ye sensan ho krata a che se bia ye de ade num e na ba beja ana ye de ade nsia na ba beja na ye de ade num aba beja na ade na yira na o mampanyin twa no ho e be ka kire yense ade na yira no ontumi hwehwe. Is it not disappointment? President, I had the powers in Yasha, national security shawunsa, police shawunsa, soldier for shawunsa. Nana, come back and readdress Ghanaians. It is an insult on the integrity of Ghanaians.
Hey, Saka, what?
An insult. How can
that possibility exists?
no. I am not saying that. So what I say, mean to mean kasada, because in Su, the water is life. So what I say, water is life. But to burn excavator, now what she excavate, you see, President. ADAKABRI. It is very, very unfortunate. Look, ADAKABRI, it is about time. People must pay. People must suffer for just because it is a so what I say now, we are. We say family court. President, it's unfortunate. You have to come back and apologize to Ghanaians because it is an insult on Ghanaian your integrity. So ADAKABRI. Inti president no operation Vanguard, no operation Denga, ya bon jamboree, I say taxpayers' money. No, just last week, ya wanga sa chirin krofua. What to illegal mining? Chinese broke out. Is it not surprising? Inti the president. Punishment. I went to the town. Their forest was very nice. In Suefi forest in the Mubani clean. And I may take the opportunity to ask why they have this. One of the chief, he said, look, Nash, President grab by next door. Also be the community mining. But yes, young pre. Don't bring that. It should be a bridge. Me no say when it rain, I will be abra. Or this ship papa be a ambulance. So one for go see the channel. Ambulance to the chi. No the food.
Sir,
I'm telling you, it is very sad. Into one corner.
Mami pan krema. Engineer or baby. Ufri domi abra.
Okay.
Your friend may be salute. It catch me be salute say.
Ovidomia, engineer,
or Gapuha,
and the Apia Kubi,
and
the constituency.
No, a friend may be salute.
Okay,
or Gapuha. Catch and say, you two name what they think, no, sir, and I was quite so come. So maybe salute. You two know the think, no, sir, ambulance in Timunku,
Auntie Mavis, you should.
Sir,
Miss, you should tell me.
I don't want the engineer, Papa.
Miss, you should tell me.
Oh no, oh my Gloria.
That be minimum.
Kwasi Kwarteng so MP
At the year of
Kwasi Kwarteng so also freedom abra
catch no. Yes.
freedom abra hene o wa brochire chese wo ye hene kese pa ana search ese
Bi se nsu to aka.
ya yanko biya kuro mumra sai watin ga hana din
Gata na senya yen. We wo firi so.
Domme
Akra medi manu si no. Na kire say president asema president kan adakabri me yaw pa. So what you say? Ana me communication officer Sami Jemfi me boss kasa ya no. Oti asema o kan.
And ya.
Just abina
The issue is about the necessity of ensuring that we restore the order of the water. It is a we need to take a drastic action. And drastic action now you be taking. You take it because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons. And me is sooner.
Saka.
Diseases now it is quite different from say oni obire now that is completely different. It is completely out of place.
No, you see, Saka.
Tema anywhere. Mayen ka asem no kire no kure no. It's not just about say people should have impunity.
And that is what is
That is
happening.
not how it is. Interest. You declare war. The president gave executive approval to whatever the operation was. And
Ghanaians, we need to be very careful about. Do you know, I am told, I am not an expert, but I'm told that the destruction of the land and the chemical they are using is affecting our cocoa beans.
everything is affecting
So
even the
as it
human.
is
mention say yeah Rastafarian boy Osu Achimota school must have won
The case.
the case. And yeah Rastafarian no. First we were led to believe say the judge ejected journalists from the courtroom ahead of the judgment and has gone further to deliver the judgment. And we are told say the boy has won the case against Achimota School. Further information, we will bring it into. Let's hold on and see. If indeed this boy has won the case against Achimota School, what are the implications? Na yashe. Then also we have this information about the President of the Republic rejecting somewhat criticisms against the implementation of the free senior high school. So, now, if indeed this boy has won the case against Achimota School, what are the implications?
Yo, let me say, Ghana, we live in a rule of law. We are often say the rights have been trampled upon.
We are going to get a lot of Ghanaian boys carrying.
And now, we are often say,
In fact, the High Court has ordered Achimota School to admit the Rasta student. The High Court has ordered Achimota School to admit the young 16-year-old. Nick. And then we are told the Human Rights Court, 1 Division of the High Court in Accra, has ordered Achimota School to admit Tyrone Magai, the dreadlock-wearing Rastafarian boy, into the school. The court, in the same spirit, directed Achimota School to also admit Ohiniban Krabia, another Rastafarian student, into the school. Speaking after the judgment, Tyrone Magai said the judgment was part of a great story. The first time I walked to the gate of Achimota School, the first thing I did was to check the time I arrived, because I knew one day I'll be telling a story with it. I had no idea I'll be telling one great story in the courtroom about how I was discriminated and how I am back. I am going back to the school and the possibility of facing further stigma. Tyrone Magai said, I will know how to handle it and to strengthen things up when the stigmatization starts. Achimota School has been ordered to admit the young boy into the school. And then he is already imagining stigmatization, how to handle it, stigmatization, how to handle it. A sweet victory, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is a victory. I can say it doesn't mean say the might is always right. Yeah, say boy, we know in terms of might, or do you know compare the Achimota School, or just a small boy beer. But when it comes to the law, Ghana, it has been proven say it doesn't matter. Say only A and only B. Baby, I no creno danuna law no echo. It I think say it has shown say the right to education.
Hairstyle there. What does hairstyle got to do?
It hasn't got to do with anything. Sometimes it's trivialities. Ghana Hano. That is our problem. Trivialities need some consecutivism. So to say, yeah. It has nothing to do with anybody. It does not infringe on anybody's anything. No, be continue. It is a religious obligation and our performance. This brings into sharp focus what is happening at Cape Coast, where the Muslim student was denied.
Muslim girl.
Yes.
Obama, that thing I don't believe.
I mean, it happened.
Now we call it fasting about money.
It happened.
When you are fasting, do you go and tell people that you are fasting?
No,
I went to secondary school.
As
you are sitting, if you are fasting, how will I know?
But they you don't even need to tell anybody. But everybody, but it is a broader thing now that has anything to do with freedom of religion, freedom of so no say I had the what principles are they against? Once the principles are not against the constitution of the land, said principles need to if he's a Muslim, then he should go there and become a Muslim. Or if he, and all I think so, the no.
religious belief.
Yes.
It wasn't more of dreadlocks. It was more of the religious belief.
Yeah.
Impact negatively on Adiana or Kusiano. So, and as to whether we erroneously believe to say, Ubia or where dreadlocks be, and let's just say, or she we uti reggae, uti
My reggae,
somewhat into every to be a rasta about them for the session. Into Saturday and they need to also do more education for us to know, say, it is a religion, but not necessarily say, Ubia or Rasta be a dreadlocks be an HSA on movie.
Into Indians, no Caucasians, no women, or school now. Do they have to cut their hairs?
Because it's more of we were ignorant about Rastafarianism.
So the school authorities were very ignorant.
Including
them.
Including Yenina, because of social media, the kind of stuff and for you know. Ultimately say ignorance played a major role. Nash, what are your thoughts?
You ADAKABRI does it. ADAKABRI, you see, Mimra Sansemania didn't fias say bano. I said it. Say I've been to secondary school.
Yane Ahuma Bosco Kansi, chairman of the Rastafarian Council.
Okay.
Any quick comment to be
Okay.
Atadi me okay.
Obviously.
Should I Ahuma Bosco, young man wearing a Rastafarian hair had been denied admission at Achimota School. Now they kept their cool and subsequently filed a suit against Achimota School. At the Human Rights Court 1, the judge has ordered Achimota School to admit the young man and also to admit another one, Ohiniban Krabia. As a leader of the Rastafarian group, dear Nabeka Afasa, great story, every high court abbey.
First and foremost, met that Ghana for Africa. Because I can see a man for the church of wandering, the minimum support is here in Colano and Munko school. The minimum see the Rasta for no swamp, or Munko see or more school. Now, it's positive, sir, I can call court, no, court in Jina constitution, also. The first and foremost, you remember Ghanaian judicial system, no abaso. Say, Omadi assembly the way it should be. And look, the children deserve to be there. Omu passing years, computer no, na a place you omu. I think the right thing has been done, and it's brought so much joy to the Rastafari community and the broader, well-thinking Ghanaian community.
In the conduct of the matter, one thing also instructive, perhaps the Ubeka the actual judge, was when the young boy sought to restrain Achimota School temporarily, because he said, "You be the assembly be judge in the council, Debbie on injuncted Achimota School, but rather." Obesha say you be the assembly and tentem so that a young man may not suffer a hardship. Ampa what the assembly and tentem and what me this pronouncement judgment whatever a landmark one indeed. Judge of that caliber no, it be so a progressive, it be so or a liberal. What are your thoughts?
For me, it's positive because when the judge no matter ruling, he sent a certain signal out. Now man for say, oh, you lose the case, no. But wait, your judge no need here because or say yes, I could have played an injunction, but can you play the injunction? No, the man is the liberty to take my child and adjudicate. But only say we're talking about the future of young people, no? Or say, okay, maybe a injunction, move on to baby. Now, and thank God,
wisdom has prevailed.
Then finally, just before you go, Ahoma Bosco Ukansi, Nipa Bebre had a erroneous impression, say, Ubi ewe rasta, na oye more akin to say, onumuwi, as opposed to more correctly, say, ubilangi to a religion. Is your Rastafarian Council going to do more to educate Ghanaians on the religious beliefs of Rastafarians as opposed to the erroneous belief that you are into weed smoking?
Yeah, what me say, first and foremost, I mean that media, so I say, because the media, truth be told, has been very, very supportive. Story no break here, no, personally, because I did over 100 interviews nationwide. And what I used to say is that then we'll put this education out. Because what you believe, truth be told, Rastafari were at the Patma Ghana. But erroneous impression, as you see me on my point, in American said, we will come to you, the media, to assist us to talk to the people of Ghana, not here.
Maradona, Yadewasipa.
All right. All the best, Abri.
Right. ADAKABRI Mamudu Siuma Otimenkai. My first programs director, Adum FM. Ureya Yanaka say Ahoma Bosco Ukansi. Such a great guy with a great talent and the eye to spot a talent. Into ADAKABRI to me improve wa. Efa ejina Bosco ya. And then I can say, utimi etita men kakra man ADAKABRI do baby away. Yes, he was a Rastafarian. He is a Rastafarian, but the Rastafarian did not impact negatively on ADAKABRI Mamudu. What are your thoughts, Nas?
Yana Mekano, ADAKABRI Yina secondary school. May I think say the school didn't deny them admission.
Rejected the admission.
Yes. You see, the issue is that you admit you into the school. Me, you dipon kemeda. You the scissors. Ashemi team. Etra cross afem say.
No, that is something I'm going to pass on.
So what you say? You try me. Why? Because major meeting in Amanefu. And you try me team.
Ow. It's
ADAKABRI one meeting. And yes, I'm meeting with it. Send your business film. Sana medicine school. Man kwanko yi cross ni dem sa wo famous and wo famous. Man famous anka. Na me di sana nwina kasa fu beto ni aka no. Oh, I think say every secondary school in Ghana no was share no. You see, your hair must be low. If the students no. So what I say, one of the main criteria schools no share at the admitting your utimi. So what I say, obia unye payment, unye saras, unye you add any features to your hair before you come to school. So me, I think that the child was asked to go and remove that thing and come for admission.
But you
because the admission now work as one for money, was because of the
I know, see, it was
so what I say, so go and cut your hair and come for the admission. So the admission was not denied him.
It was discriminatory.
How?
And the court has upheld so.
You see, we are allowing certain things at ADAKABRI. We need to be careful. Seriously. This there must be a certain law.
Policy. The policy is against.
And yet, the Rastafarian culture here working with ADAKABRI. I have known me for a very long time. So what you say? Send your man for 3 years. What's the way Rastas? Yes, you see people like that when they are mad. Yes, too. We don't see that culture say, "Bia, depending on where sana." And I say, "Bia, we say abosumoma."
onipa no obosomba won wo no foforo no pese guniti rasta what you say say wo ko yi sati no and most of those people are who so mutiri ho ayet say ne abo ayi dia or the school ayi where people who were insane and then where people who were insane but ADAKABRI you see asema make say we should be careful ne say look say court a rule and then so na court ni gina ya or the ruling no what's a human right and freedom of worship freedom of whatever it is so now get
The question of say dreadlocks no and now no say a religious belief and
ADAKABRI that's what I related say gayism can also be
we are talking about religious belief. We are not talking about
just a belief.
any belief at all.
Good, but me say you see
oka say obi a Muslim and nunti ontimi nye say obi a Catholic and nunti ontimi emfa rosary into no kom obi a say and says the constitution would tell us and says would deny obi education on the basis of religion.
Beliefs, yes.
There are a lot of religion away secondary school away schools no more. So what I say, but majority of them don't practice their religion when they are in school.
Why?
Oh yes, because maybe the school and now ufi and I said ADAKABRI na come debut
and also go school and yes
say be a common
constitution say the fact of say we are comfort no the who go school and say you deny
and so to address in a comfort
the state has the responsibility to
educate and the freedom
equal opportunity equal access
and the freedom
but you comfort and say man the same opportunity say uncle school
but ADAKABRI say we comfort and you school mu na you comfort
asubantini we na da ho and there was asubantini we na da and okom nsuo no okom nsuo na how ora so because ya na yenim no ma bebrebe nti ignorance
ignorance na
no I say na udi kan say we don't know what I say in our religion we nyina no yam factor into our constitution what I say inti na betu ye na it has to go to court
will be opportunity to go to school based on a religious belief.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. But then you see your appearance in the school also and also county.
It will be appearance in the must statement and
we secondary school no na onya abofra boni bio. I'm telling you secondary school here mid yen education in fin pa abofra na mofra boni sem obesua
enti na ese
na kusomo nurse ni ba ko ya Mr. Rose Yankopon fa de kransi na abofra ne nyina secondary school no we say book bi and we fear say what kind book na we say religion bi and we fear say what kind book na nti abofra na kan book na drum pempen so a eso se no kwa homa
na no na you be mfun so
say me na make say secondary school sabofra ne be say you ni papa mu e ho na fi
the person to ho ase
so say nti ho na
boni bi en linke this gentleman what me aye resolute say obi a headmistress bia ne all students bia intimate na se enka say o ma ye wo mu internal rules na say internal rules no it superseded the national constitution.
Adakabe, I will not be happy if my child should look at Samufrano Nochna or no super Pakoyi.
No one fence no ba. Yeah, we are Rastafarian. Now, as a result of the belief, being a Rastafarian, Tina all shed dreadlocks. No school, no secondary school, subject to say Biachimota school be appeal.
Yeah.
No school has the right say or share Rasta and tea. Nyema o mesunya de ho. Achimota school nyo omodia. Na deso so say Achimota school ne we yesi because a school a Bruni eba ye ne satam na ye jeje afri baby bebre na yetime ekofa nkwada kakra so the history of the northern territories here in Ghana the year education ni ho na yedi kan kofa nipa be sensia je Ibrahim amunyi na aka ho ne do mo ba Achimota school ebe training wo mo e do mo call back to the north so wo mo konko che Achimota school a school bia Ghana democratic credentials no ejinam ba me nkroma ba Achimota school enti yes asem we Achimota school na akofa asem we say diaba so the headmaster the headmistress the old students the management board were manifestly wrong sakoda obesua de adwempa beba no enye ni tiri ehye no jeje Rollins ko omonye je no so ma ne mai
akra say the omo
It's not.
The headmistress akwa Venezuelan hair and the opportunity so now we catch akwa the national hair so here he papa Achimota for mama gom when was mean black and white ni bi dia
code of ethics no no mo dey gina so
e da bi anya sa na akwada no e wo ye friend ni say enua man no mu mienu tom ye triplets na man no mienu akọ St John's Grammar na Achimota school for this no a na St John's Grammar and my bag and say yen gongo yiti na say dia mo kire yeah sorry
Asa se bi ba abo bi
do